are from a different race, especially the other race. They are coming from a different part of the world, and then we get married to them or we are in relationships with them, they usually dismiss the fact that the cultural difference is actually big and we need we yes, I understand that sometimes we need to adjust, and most times we do, but the fact that they dismiss and they do not try to accommodate our needs, like she mentioned that the guy was complaining about, he wants to be around people and eat with people. She should have not dismissed it, I think.
So someone
Probably.
said something there, and that's a good one. I'm just gonna ask right away. Like, someone is wondering why did he knew what he was getting into, right? So it's a two-way stream. They both knew what they were getting into. Guys, tap on your screen. Let's get to 15K likes. Thank
Yeah.
you, Shani.
And
You know what I mean?
that's a good point. Yeah, I acknowledge that. You always, because I'm in an interracial relationship, right? So you always know what you're getting into, and you always you always want to adjust and accommodate the other person. But then you realize that the other person is not is
Right.
not making the similar effort to adjust, at least to meet you halfway.
And what do you do in that case?
So that's the thing. We are humans. Sometimes it comes out of the other person realizing that they need to also try to accommodate you or compromise, and when it fails, then it becomes a problem, and it's
Today
possible that
we've heard very traumatic story. I don't think your story can match any. I've heard the worst. Whitney, sorry.
what were you saying? My story. What were you
No,
saying?
no, no. Someone was saying in the chat that their story is too traumatic for this.
Oh,
I'm trying
yeah,
to let
yeah,
them
yeah.
know we've heard it all here. I don't think her story can
So
judge it.
at the end of the day, she made feel like she was scammed, which could be true, but I think that if he ever complained about culture difference, it is a big issue, and she should acknowledge that.
I
That
see. But I
it's
guess
not
what
that
she's saying
she.
though, what she was saying, Whitney, is that it's when it sounded like when he got there was when he began talking about, complaining about that. It like it wasn't prior. You know what I mean? And we know that sometimes
Exactly.
people can create stuff. They're like they could be like, oh, for random, like, just because they want to go about their business, they just create stuff and they use that as the basis of why they break things off. But again, he knew what he was getting into, and she said he complained about it 7 years later. See, she said that's her telling you. Lewis said he complained 7 years later, so he knew this, but who knows? It could be that he needed something to justify why he was making a decision to leave. So
Yes.
I get what you're saying, Whitney, but you're gonna have to tell me if you have a story that you want to share with us today.
Oh, no, no, I don't have. So I will leave. I will leave at that.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you for joining me. You take care, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll help you down if you need. Let me help you. All right. Who is next? Let's see. I have another person here. Carly. Oh, you said you have a story. CJ, I see you. Let me get you after. I'm gonna prioritize. Carly. Hi. Guys, tap on your screen. Let's get to 20K likes. I would like to see a 2-0 out there. That would be awesome. Go
Hey,
ahead. Hi, welcome.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Um, I've been with my ex for almost 2 years,
2 years, okay.
and I've seen a lot of red flags. Like he's cheating on me, like over and over, and I accepted it, and I end up being the one that he thinks that I'm cheating on him. So I tolerate all his mistakes, like cheating on me. Like every time I go in his house, I clean, and when I make the bed, I sew underwear that's not mine, and it keep coming and coming, and then there's some different sizes of clothes that is not mine, and then I'm comparing the underwear from the clothes that's bigger, and the underwear is small size. So I'm thinking maybe he sleep around with more than one person, and it give me a mental, like trauma. Like I don't want to lose him, but why I tolerate that? Just like I end up disrespecting myself, but until now I cannot move on. Like I still want him, but I don't know why. Do you get me?
I hear you. Yeah, I understand. Chat. I like to get the chat typing. So you heard the story. I would love for you guys to share your thoughts. She's looking at the chat. Remember.
And then he never admitted, even though there's a proof right there. Like like he always have excuses. Like, oh,
Mm. You said you both dated for 2 years.
yeah, it was good when we're together, but when we're apart, like not,
Mhm.
have
Like,
each
is it in the
other.
same city? Like, is it the same city or?
Yeah, just like an hour drive.
Oh, okay, okay.
So every time I spend time with them, like do cooking and
Oh,
cleaning and do washing clothes.
someone said, daydreamer. Y'all acknowledge daydreamer in the chat. Said he will never stop. He has no respect for anyone. Let him go. You have to show a man how to treat you.
But he seemed like a perfect man, and like in front of me, like even like I can just like not thinking about it. It seemed like he's good on his job. He's good financially. He's the way like treat other people like he's like the perfect man for me. But I don't know why I'm seeing something like
Mm. I mean, overall, chat. Tell me if you disagree. Tell me, guys, if you disagree with what I'm about to say right now. You two, Carly, right? Carly, Charlie or Carly? Carly?
Carly.
Carly, okay. You are attached to this person emotionally, right?
Yes.
Exactly. And you know what? That's normal, okay? And it is something that causes a lot of people to stay in a certain situation, like abusive relationships, relationships that they know is going nowhere. So it is move the goals. Sorry. So it is safe to say that the way you're feeling is pretty much it's normal. You know what I mean? But I think what you should start focusing on is I guess how to deal with that in terms of changing how you're feeling towards this person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Someone said you are in love with who you think he is, not
Ye-
who he actually. I like that. I like
Yes,
that. That
definitely.
is so on point.
Like I just like the idea that that I can see myself like
Mhm.
he's the one, but there's something blocking, there's something missing there. Like I want to know why he's doing it when it seemed like perfect when we're together.
Yeah, like you're saying why he's doing it, and it seems perfect. Like that person said, the idea of who he is around you and maybe who he initially presented himself to be. But at this point, I would say that none of that matter anymore because you know exactly who he is now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It sounds a bit like harsh or whatever, but like the truth is it doesn't matter who he was and all of that. It's what he is to you right now. And while he's, you know, treating you a certain way, you have to decide whether or not, you know, if that's something that you can live with. Can you live with the things that he does, those things that you said he did in the background or wherever when he's not with
Unfortunately,
you?
yes.
Do you think that you could live with that?
I even tell him I can tolerate it as
You
long as
you can.
I did. That's why we made it to almost 2 years. I know. That's why I have a mental state. Like I don't know why I can't do it. Like I tried to disappoint him. I tried to do things like he caught me talking, to a man. Like he checked on my phone, and even let him have my PIN code so he can look at it on my phone. Like I'm talking to an online guy, and now he threw it back at me and he said, "You're not a one woman." Because, and I told him what I'm doing is just harmless. I'm just talking online. I'm just trying to be, validate myself if I'm worth enough for you. It seemed like I'm not. So that's why I talking, men online just to test if if someone cares, like, like
I think that you're I don't know, like you are going, so you're okay, are you still currently in that situation?
yes.
Ooh.
He just find out, like, at first he told me like 4 months ago that I need to stop what I'm doing, like talking to
What's
men,
that?
talking to the men online. He caught me on that. I just want to let him feel like it's not revenge. I just want him to know that.
But it is, that's what they call revenge. Not, is it revenge or whatever? I don't
Like I
remember the
just
word,
want
but
to reflect what he's doing, so he realized like it's not right, that
but do
disrespecting.
you okay, first of all, let me make sure that I heard you clearly. You said you could tolerate him doing stuff in the background with other women. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. That reaction meant to be internal. But would you say that because you are tolerating that, that's why he's not getting better? You know, some people, it's like you gotta, one, you know your worth, um, you know what
No,
you
I feel
stand
like
for,
smaller now.
and
I
if
feel like
you, what's that?
I feel like I'm smaller now myself. Like I disrespect myself. I feel like not worth at all. Like the way
How are
he,
you gonna change that?
like, not just telling him, oh, I'll not entertain. He said cheating is a lot of form of cheating. Either you entertain or even just,
Does
and
how
for me it's harmless because I'm not doing physical, like intimate. It's just flirting. Like I
does
just
he support you? Let's say, like financially, like what kind of
no.
support? No, right? Okay, because usually people would go through those things if they're like benefiting in some other way. They will just sit through it and
I'm I'm
suffer.
just I'm just worried that maybe he was being showered with other things with all this woman, like maybe somebody, like every time I come there I see a lot of stuff, like expensive shoes, clothes. Like he have a car nowhere. Like he have 3 cars in his house. Like it seemed like somebody give it to him. Like just I'm like when I'm questioning him, he just like avoiding it. Mm, like he said, he got money, he can buy all that. But I'm not,
Shirley, take care. Good night, Shirley. Wow.
because I'm not rich. I'm just like work paycheck to paycheck, and I think maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he sleep around for like a gigolo. What do you call that? Like
Mhm.
I don't know. I want to see him with my own eyes that he's doing it. Like I have in my mind that I put like a something a camera but I can't do it. I respect his privacy. Or I wish I could sit there near his house and watch all the activity, but no, I just don't feel like I don't want to see it at all like in my own
So
way.
okay, you're running from clarity, and then you're stuck hurting and questioning and doubting yourself. So don't you think that you should, if that's what you need, just get the clarity that you need so that you can move on and not waste your time with this person who isn't valuing you for who you are.
What
Obviously,
what what
he's taking advantage because you know why he's doing that? Because you're allowing it.
I know, but what suggestion clarification I need to be.
You just said it. You said you want to. I'm not saying that. I'm not making up anything here. You just said it that you know, like you would like to know if he's. You want. You see those things. You see the
Okay.
clothes and all of those stuff, but you're saying that you want to see it, like you
Do
want
you
to
think
actually witness that
okay?
happening, right? That's what you said.
I have an idea. Like I know the person. Like, cause she keep calling. Like every time I'm with him, I I see same name. Like calling in the morning,
That's
and
a. Oh boy. I
and
honestly,
then
I
and then maybe because I look on his social media, and that lady same name. So I'm thinking maybe I want to talk to her and tell her reveal that he's not just. Do you think
you
it's
don't think that
possible?
you're doing you don't think that you're doing way too much just for someone who isn't valuing you in the first place? And
You're right.
think about it. If you do all of that, is it gonna change anything? Is it gonna
No,
make
I'm
him
just
value you
gonna.
more?
I really confused what I want to do to get that clarity. I feel like I don't know.
Mm.
I'm just completely empty. Like I don't know. I cannot.
What was your someone is asking, what was your relationship with your father like? I'm guessing because this sounds more like just an attachment and whatever. You know, it's not good for you, all of that. But and I also feel like you're disassociating from it all because
Okay,
of what
well,
you said.
okay. For me, I'm in my childhood. I don't have love at home. Like I have like 5 brothers and 2 sisters, but we're not close. Like when I'm nine
What
years
is it?
old, huh?
No, go
I
ahead.
feel like I have a problem of attachment, like anxious attachment. Like I'm scared of being abandoned.
Yeah, I see. Well, you know what? Let me tell you, it's just a sad root of it, well, truth of it. Guys, if you're new here and you want to see me tomorrow, hit the follow. Remember, guys, hit the follow. And if you have a story that you want to share off your own, hit the request to join and I will get you in afterwards. Just join the queue so that we keep the pace going after her, okay? If you have a thought, share it. You heard her story. Like, do you think that he's going to I think that, okay, listen, if we're talking about anything other than how you can, you know, get out of this situation or move on or move forward, whatever it is, I feel like we're just wasting time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you just said it, you know, it's not good for you, you know, all of these things, but you're not ready to let go. So I think what you should do is try to get to a place where you accept this situation for what it is. You definitely know, and you said it, that he won't change and all of that, and it's not something that you will accept, right? Well, you said you will accept it, which is that's like my brain is cooked right there, because if you're willing to accept it, then maybe you should find ways how to cope with what's going on then, because that's something you said you will accept, right? I don't know, but you have to pick one or the other. You can't be saying that you are okay with it and then you have an issue. If you have an issue, you have an issue. If you don't, then you don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I tried to like stay away from him, and he's still chasing on me, and I feel
Like
like
I said, honestly, what you're going to be saying now, I think we're just going to be wasting time.
okay, gotcha.
Unfortunately. So if you look at the chat, we have people saying, try distancing yourself until you slip away completely. It's like you gotta decide, what do you want? Do you want to learn how to live with the situation that you choose to live with? Or do you want to separate yourself from that? And what do you need to separate yourself from it? What do you need to do? All of that. You have to know what you want to do, and that would be your starting point on how to find, like, get to a place of healing, a safe space in your mentally, all of that stuff. But you got to start somewhere and make a decision.
I
So
feel like I have an insecurity problem, and I haven't felt love on myself.
yes, so you need to work on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, self-searching, I guess.
And stop searching for validation from others.
Yes.
Be confident, and yeah, something, there's always someone who will probably value you more than someone else, right? So there's if you're not treated properly, by this person, maybe someone else will treat you better. And maybe you don't need anyone to treat you better. You just need to first love yourself, find that self-love and appreciate your own self, and the right person will come along.
Yep.
That's all I have to say. I have nothing.
That's what in my mind.
Nothing. I'm gonna say no. I'm silent. No.
Okay, thank you.
So I wish you all the best. Yeah, let us know what you decide to do in a few, I don't know, maybe a week or so.
Okay.
Give us an update. All right, I wish you all the best.
All right, good night.
Yeah. Please let me join. Oh, of course. Oh dear, I'm cooked. I have 7 people. Shawnee, let me get you on, because I know you're busy studying, so let's get you. Shawnee, what's up?
But I wanted you to see if she wanted advice. I wasn't coming to tell a story.
Oh no, I know you're not telling a story. I know you're commenting on what
Well,
she
I
said.
was just
You can
gonna
go
pretty
ahead.
much say exactly what you're gonna say. When you have an anxious attachment style, it is the pulling of another person's energy, so they're naturally gonna want to pull away.
Mhm.
So you are needing, what makes you attractive is self-love. So once you start building that self-love and spending time with yourself and journaling and finding out who you really are and what you deserve and what you like and what you want, and you start to become more attractive to the entire world, to what you actually want. But if you don't sit down and figure that out, you're going to attract whatever
Right.
comes because you don't want to be abandoned. But once you start doing that self-love, and it's like so hard, like, what is self-love? Self-love is journaling. Self-love is talking to yourself kind and telling yourself what you do deserve. And you have to flip the narrative that's in your head that says you're not good enough, because somewhere along the line you have agreed that you don't deserve better. So you have to find out who said that to me, who made me think I didn't deserve. There's a lot that goes into it, but all I know is self-love makes you so attractive. Like, literally, like, you will not need no makeup. You will not care. So just focus on yourself, because the more you focus on that other person, the more energy you're giving them for their hopes and dreams. For this, you're just letting that person siphon your energy, and that energy is for your dreams and for your life. Your life alone will be much better than without this guy. And honestly, you'll become more attractive to him, even to the point you're not even going to want him, and he won't even be able to get you anymore. Like, I know that sounds so far-fetched, but that happens. When you start focusing on yourself, you become so attractive. You just look different.
You have a good point there.
Yeah, so that's all.
Definitely. Because we heard lots of stories where once the guy or the girl decide that I will start working on myself, prioritizing me, and that thing. Um, then the person who wasn't
Mm-hmm.
communicating, they start to reach out. They start to
Mm-hmm.
they
It's
want
like a
to
muscle, you have to build it, but yeah, you can't go back. You can't go back and forth. You really got to commit to
yeah.
yourself, because how are you going to commit to a man, but you can't commit to yourself? He's
She
going to
said
run
though
you.
she did said that she
I'm just speaking in
because
general. I don't want her to
yeah,
think I'm
yeah,
attacking her or anything. But
yeah, yeah,
that's my view, is like, yeah. But I agree. It is a commitment with the self-love and the self-work, because you will start feeling better and you will try to date again, and all of those things will come up again. You really have to take time on yourself and heal and do the work. I know that's annoying. You have to find time to journal. You have to find time for yourself, even if you just lay in bed and talk to yourself or talk to God or write poetry. You have to find a way to connect with yourself, because you're trying to connect with yourself through other people, and that is absurd once you realize it.
Oh, I like what you said there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shawnee, is that what you're studying? Is that what you're studying? Listen, that's what you're studying.
No, I just picked a lot of this up, but yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I'm
Hmm.
sure a lot of people are
Yeah.
listening
I just
and
didn't want her to feel like, there's no hope, because there is
yeah.
hope. When you choose yourself, you become prettier. You won't even recognize yourself in the mirror. Like, I want you to take a picture before you start doing the self work, but you can't get all like glowy and work on yourself and then let him come siphon your energy again. Like, that, you gotta commit to yourself. But okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna get the next person. Thank you
Okay.
as always.
Bye. Yes.
Take care. Alrighty. You heard that. What's her name again? I don't remember. But I did promise, I said I'll get CJ. Then I'll get SEINAT. CNAT. SEINAT. SEINAT. CNAT. I'll get you one after CJ if CJ is still here. All right, CJ isn't here. Guys, if you're here and you would love to share your story, hit the request and I will get you in. Okay. Also, remember, if you want to see me next time while you're scrolling on TikTok, you got to hit that big red button Gotta hit the follow so you can see me. Just going through the requests here. It's low surf. It's low surf. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, welcome, welcome.
Okay, so basically, me and my boyfriend have had like a really good relationship, and we're like 5 months. But the other day, while I was at his house, I saw his phone, and I just was like glancing over, and I saw a message from a girl, or like he messaged a girl on Instagram, and he said yo to her, and then everything just went quiet. And we went to the beach, and he started like crying for like 3 hours, and he was just saying how he doesn't want to lose me and all this stuff. And he was like, I don't know how to explain it, like he was just saying all of this stuff, like it was the biggest mistake of his life, like he would never do that again. And I just don't know if I can trust him. Like, and then the day after we hung out, he was crying at breakfast, he was crying like everywhere, and I feel really bad, but I just don't know if I can trust him again. I don't know what to do, because I really want to save this relationship, but I just don't know if I can trust him after that.
Hold on. You said he said, what did he say to that person?
He saw this girl's post. It was like literally just posts of her body. She doesn't have like one picture of her face in it. And he like went to her DMs and he said yo. And he was really drunk, but I don't think that's an excuse. And he said yo, and then I
Chat,
asked him
what do
why
you
he said
think?
that.
Chat. Let's get everyone typing. If you've never typed in a live stream before, now is your night. Now is your time. Free those fingers. Type. Let's hear your thoughts. But yeah, you're saying that after you caught that, he was apologetic and he was crying and all of that, right? Someone said
Yeah.
getting drunk and doing it. You said, was he drunk?
Yeah, he was drunk. He was like,
Oh,
are we allowed to say that?
so he was drunk.
Yeah, he was like, he said blackout, but I was literally with him, and I was also, and I didn't do anything, so I don't feel like it's an excuse, really.
So how do you feel like right now, right? Right now, that is, you have an issue with that. Are you still with that person, by the way?
Yeah, we're still together, and we're trying to figure things out.
All right, so chat, they're still together, okay? So that means it is your real, right now you can actually make an impact in someone's life, and then next week we have her join and give us an update. So really type and make sense in the chat right now. You heard her story. Sean, you're asking how old are you? Oh dear, do you
I
want to say
just
your age?
turned
I hope.
18.
Oh, okay, so you're over here. You're 18. You
Yeah.
wanted some of that. Someone said it's a new relationship. How long since you have been together again?
We've been together for like almost 5 months.
Oh,
But
5 months. Someone said, leave him. Lisa said, leave him alone, girl. You have so much life and experience left.
and he's just like, I want to be with you forever, all this stuff, and it's like I did too. And we had
How
like
old is like
he's
is he about
19.
Okay. I think that you both will unfortunately, it sounds a bit like, what is this guy on TikTok, this random guy who called himself Chill Charm, with all these people having someone in the chat named Panda and all of that? What is he talking about? But you know what? I'm gonna say it. Like at this stage, I'm not gonna say that relationships at your age doesn't last, but unfortunately, sometimes, the I'm gonna say the girl or the guy, they don't know exactly what they want. They're still figuring life out, career and emotion and the from teenage to adults and all of that stuff is happening. And so I don't know, guys. I don't know. It is a blessing when you see relationship last from this age. So it's normal, okay? And
Yeah.
it's just a process that you're going through. I would say if you want to choose yourself and let go of this, it's fine. Because obviously it's bothering you. You're not okay with it, right? Something that's stressing you out.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I think that you, like someone said, you both have a lot ahead of you right now. So much men in the sea, and you're still still young. Maybe he's not the one. Yeah, fun that you said it. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like. Do you guys talk about marriage and like career? What? Tell us. What does that look like?
Yeah, we would always talk about like our future, and like he was like we were both just like very adamant about staying together, and we had like a really good relationship. Like there was nothing wrong. And
Mm.
then he's still like he was like, I need you forever, whatever, all this stuff. But it's like I just don't get why he would do that.
Yeah, I see. Something. Unfortunately, you heard. Are you just joining? Did you heard that the CAR Carly or Charlie story?
Yeah,
Carly,
a little bit.
you heard that? You heard that? Oh my gosh! And she still stayed.
Oh my
What
gosh,
I'm
yeah.
saying is, it's up to you what you want to do, right? But in the end, you you know the right thing, I guess, that will have you be at peace mentally and not stress. But ultimately, it is your choice what you want to do. But
Yeah, it's
prioritize
just
yourself. We can safely say that. Prioritize your mental well-being and your peace. We
yeah.
can safely say that.
And I just don't know because I love him, but I also I'm just hurt. I don't know. And he's like trying to buy me all this stuff and like make it up to me and like do all these things, but I just don't know what to do. Like, do you think I should wait it out and see if I can like trust him again, or should I just no?
All right. Let's do a poll right now. Do you think that she should wait it out, or she should just cut things off? So it will be smiley face for wait, she should wait things out. Cry face for she should cut it off. So red for wait, blue for cut things off. Top on your screen,
Like,
guys. You
and
see that?
I kind of
Vote,
believe
vote, vote,
him.
vote, vote, vote.
I don't know.
You waiting now?
I believe him because he's like real. He's
Red for move on. Was it red for move on? Red for work things out. Blue for move on. Let's go, guys. This one is easy. I think this will give the clarity.
I don't think he was. I definitely don't think he'll do it again because he just said
Guys, tap on your vote, guys. We have a few seconds. If you're watching the live, I want you to participate by hitting the red if you think that she should move on. Green, the blue if you think that she should. Oh, shucks, I keep saying
I
that.
think it's the other
No,
way.
I keep mixing. It's the red if you wanna stay. If you think she should stay. The blue if she should move on.
And
Hope you
I
guys
kind
have
of believe
matched
him
up.
though. Like, I don't think he'll ever do that again because he's just like he's never really been in a relationship before. So I just think we're at two different maturity levels. Like I feel like I'm more mature than him, even though he's older than me.
Oh. What do you think about what the chat said though, overall? Because you
Um,
asked a question and I mean, I'm sure they're typing. What do you think? Final thoughts on what they are all saying. There's a lot of typing in the chat, you see.
I just think, I mean, some people are saying give him a chance. I think one person, but I feel like everyone here's cheating, and then they just like immediately like leave him, and I get it, but I don't know. I feel like there's more to it.
So you ask if you should stay or leave, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So based on what the chat is saying, I think majority will say that you should probably leave. So you're gonna have to think about
Yeah, I did show
ask.
him real strict, Johnny. I don't know how to say your name, but he said yo to another girl on Instagram. That's what he did, but sorry, some people
Hey,
are.
guess what? Listen, guys, you're trying to ask, how does he cheat? How does listen? If he sneeze at another, whatever it is, and she feel like, hey, you know, I'm not okay with this, and it's giving her a hard time, that's valid for her. Okay, so we're not even questioning about that.
Yeah, that's what I
Now the
said.
decision is up to you if you can tolerate the sneeze that he did or whatever he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah.
I think I'm just gonna stay for a week and see how it is, and then see if I can trust him after that. Cause like every time I look at him, I just think about that moment. Even though we were like best friends before, now it's just kind of awkward.
I see. Okay. Well, I guess you made your decision, and let's. If you see me on here after you made it, whatever that decision, give us an update.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. We're down.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining, and you take care.
Thank you too.
All right. Your fantasy world balloon was popped. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Guys, keep requesting if you want to share a story. Hit that request to join. I prioritize requests from gifters. Oh, interesting. Alrighty. Well, no, it says one prioritize. So whoever, I think what it does is prioritize who gift, I guess.
Hi, how are
Hey,
you?
hi. Welcome.
How's it going?
Going good.
Well, first of all, I just want to say hi to the chat and thank you for providing this platform for people to come on and air out whatever it is they want to from their different walks of life. This is very therapeutic, one way or another. I think this is very helpful to everyone on the
Oh,
chat. So I want to thank you for that.
no worries.
Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about, and I would really appreciate it if, if you guys are active or ask questions or that would be very helpful
Guys,
because,
you heard that. You heard that, guys. Lock in with that. Lock in. So the
yeah,
chat, we have how much people? We should be seeing 70 plus comments in the chat. Guys, tap on the
correct,
screen.
correct.
Tap, tap, tap. Go ahead.
Tap in, tap in. Okay, so I am somewhat in a love triangle, right? And I actually want to look at this triangle from the outside in. I don't want to look at it from the perspective of I'm in it. I also want to contribute from an outside perspective. So I met this guy about 3 years ago online, and this guy's like a high profile person. He comes from a affluent political presidential family. And from the family he comes from, sources have suggested that he's probably next in line to be president from the country's from. However, he did date a particular girl in the past who is notorious for promiscuity. She has a long chain of seekers who've, changed her life, who she's, found to be love interests and things of that nature. So she also has a very large following on social media and she's very popular. And then there's me on the other side of the triangle, just, another girl trying to, swim through the sharks and figure out my life and do what I do. So this guy found interest in me because of that. He would like to be with somebody who's not really in the spotlight, somebody who's not really about that life. And I also liked him because I like men of power. I don't know what it is about power that I like, but I like that challenge of learning about politics and a world I'm not particularly used to. However, we have not met at all. We've never met in person. We've just been we've just been talking online and, FaceTiming and things of that nature. So this girl comes to find out that guy has a new love interest. And then she goes on her social media platform and she starts a live stream. The live stream was suggesting about 3,000 viewers. And then she started talking about him as her ex, excuse me, and his new love interest. And she started throwing a few jabs as far as like what she thinks of me. I don't know how she found out about me. I'm guessing he probably briefed her a little bit about who I am. And then these stories were somewhat recorded by blogs, and then the blogs posted them on their pages. And then next thing, my friend started tagging me. And then next thing, my viewership on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook started to go up. I would wake up, I have like 10,000 new followers. Wake up, like my page is growing, and I don't know what's going on. So she then decided to do another stream, and then I asked to join the stream and really see what the fuss is about. So I joined the stream, we start having a conversation, and then her and her brother just start coming at me condescending, calling me all sorts of condescending titles and making me feel out of place. And her brother, a few weeks later, then gets charged with attempted murder. And he got arrested with the brother of the president's child. And they have not gained any immunity to be able to get out. So there's a karma play. I would like to think there's a karma play, considering how they were attacking me and all these things that were happening on social media. However, going back to this particular girl, she somewhat has formed herself into me. The way she does her hair is the way I do my hair. She's changed her career path to just make it somewhat similar to my career path. If I post a picture of myself at the pool or at the beach, she shows up to a beach close to her location and does the same thing, same poses. It's creepy. It's creeping me out. So my thing is, I have not met any of these people. I have not met this guy. I don't feel like I'm obsessing over him. I am dating someone else, right? But there's a chance that him and I will eventually meet, and we've spoken about marriage, we've spoken about where he's going as far as like his political career and what he would like in a partner and things like that. But I haven't quite seen him yet. So I can't really base my love story on somebody I have not had any physical, understanding with, so to speak. So I need you guys to help me out here. What should I do? I am seeing someone right now. Do I see it? Do I see it in the long run? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have my reasons for that, but I don't really want to get into my current relationship because it's not really part of why I'm on here right now. But I would really appreciate if you guys could chime in, ask questions. I don't know, like help me see some light here because I feel
Let's
like I'm a
try
little
help her
blinded.
see some light. Oh, you said let you up. Okay, let's get you on. Shawnee, I'm gonna get you up. Guys, remember, keep tapping on your screen. Wow, we're at 20K.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, 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 how does it just let you do that? I didn't even request. Okay, can I ask how old you are,
Hi,
girl?
I'm 31.
And you said you fell in love with him over. You
Well,
haven't
I
met him
didn't
in
fall in
person,
love.
right?
I'm not in love with
Oh, you just like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, there's some love interest for sure, but
So these
I
are
wouldn't
like
say
big
I'm in
social
love.
media presence too.
These are high profile people. They're not like social media socialites. They do have a presence, which is large,
Did
but
you talk to him on FaceTime before?
yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I just wanted
Mhm.
to make sure. I don't know. It sounds dangerous. I just would want you to be careful with the girl because when girls get
Yeah.
obsessed with you like that, I've seen
Yeah.
girls do that. It's scary. It is very scary. So I would just say, like, really protect yourself. Like, girl, this sounds like a documentary. Like, I'm not trying to laugh,
Yeah,
but
it
I
does
didn't hear about
actually.
the other guy. What about the other guy? Who's the other guy?
The guy I'm dating or the guy involved in this triangle?
Yeah, the both guy. There's a third guy.
Well,
You're
the
dating.
well, I am dating someone, but they're not part of this. They come from a whole different world. But
Okay,
I don't
okay,
really want to
okay.
get them involved
No,
because this
no. I mean, I
ability,
would just see
yeah.
how it plays out, I guess, if that's what you want to do. If you're not in love, I would just see how it plays out and like make him work harder and like make sure he knows what this like. Who's the girl? His ex, right?
Yeah, from what he says, they actually didn't quite date. They were just like meeting up in different
So she's
countries.
obsessed. It's a sneaky linky.
Yeah, I think
So yeah, you
she's
need to be
obsessed with
careful. Get
power.
her so you're not in the same state as her or anything. And he wants you to move there?
He wants me to move to his country.
Girl, you better bring some cousins, some brothers. If he's got money like that, you need to
Oh
say
yeah,
my
he's
whole
got money
family
like
is coming
that.
because I don't feel comfortable without my family, especially with the obsessed ex girl. And you need to get a protection of order. But I don't know. I feel like all that doesn't matter until you see him in person, and then you could solidify everything. But right now, she's just being a weird stalker. So I guess I'm sorry for that, but she has no power until like you get there and she actually starts like trying to interfere, you know. She
Yeah, she
really.
probably in her mind, in her obsessive mind, she probably saw us getting married, or maybe he did tell her that he's interested in me to the point where he would actually want to settle down. And then she went ahead and married some old guy. And she had a trending wedding. It was trending everywhere, all over
Oh,
social media. She so in her mind, she kind of beat us to it. You
she
get the
wanted to
obsession,
one up
like
you, yeah.
yeah, and the marriage only lasted 3 months.
Well, that's, yep, that makes sense. Complete
Yeah, it's like
sense.
her entire story is to sort of like want to like creep into my skin and live in me.
Yeah, that's
Like
scary.
if I post a picture
Are
wearing
you
like
younger than her?
no, I'm older than her.
Okay, so she's
Yeah, I'm like
looking up
2 years
to
older. I don't
you.
see it as looking up to me. I don't take imitation as a form of like
No.
inspiration. There's a difference between inspiring someone and then just like morphing yourself into somebody else.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to so he probably doesn't want you to put her on blast cuz like that would make his reputation look ghetto if you
Right.
were like this girl is like weird.
Yeah, and giving her too much attention by putting her on
Yeah.
blast. Plus, I don't
Yeah.
have that much of a
Dang, I would just pray because when you pray for your enemies, ooh, I don't know if you're religious or spiritual. When you pray for your enemies,
Mhm.
that's like the most powerful thing you can do. It like And if you pray for them to have an encounter with God, it's like you're pushing them to the truth, to awareness of what they're doing.
Yeah, I've actually fasted over this whole matter, and I had a dream. When I usually sleep, I don't dream at all. I just go to sleep and I rest. I work a lot. I'm an RN, so I do 12-hour
Ooh.
shifts. And when I really sleep, I just rest. I'm not dreaming. I'm not having any nightmares, any romantic
No, she
fairy
has
tale,
no power
none
over
of
you or
that.
nothing like that.
So, when I was fasting, I had a dream where she was like a servant at our palace.
Mm-hmm. That makes
And then
sense. That makes
she
sense. I see it. I literally see it. Like
and
you
then
can
she
tell she's like wanting your guys' energy. Like she's like wanting to be a part.
but she can have him though. I'm not really pressed for it. You
I
get
don't
what I
think she
mean?
wants him. I think she doesn't want. So there's difference between. Do you know the difference between envy and jealousy?
What's the difference?
I don't want to mix them up, but one is
Okay.
when they don't want you to have it. One
Okay.
is they wish they had it, and then one is they wish they had it and they wish you didn't have it. That's envy. Jealousy is like, oh, I wish I had that. Envy is when they don't want you to have it and they want it. So I would just like pray, do a fast to, get, you know what to do. I mean, you're untouched. Like, I just think, yeah, she's just gonna just keep praying for her. That's the best thing I can think of, because is driving herself crazy, and nobody
Yeah,
who's
definitely.
doing that is in the right state of mind, and she's
Yeah,
clearly like being influenced by some darker energies. So all you can do is pray for
Veda,
her.
Veda, let me ask you. I'm curious though. Um, you said you're pretty much dating someone else, right?
Yes.
Why does all this matter right now? This-
This matters because I'm actually attached.
Okay. So you're
Yeah,
still
first
having certain
person.
feeling for that person, you're saying.
I feel like I have a higher calling in that space. I feel like together we could help move the masses. Like this is not just about me and wanting to find a powerful man or a rich man. My calling in life, I like to help people, right? I lost my mother and my two brothers when I was younger. So I'm like an orphan somewhat. And that has helped me find my purpose in life. I like to help people. I like to see people learn how to walk again, learn how to swallow again, learn how to get up the wheelchair and walk out of the hospital and find their life and rebuild their life. And I want to do this at a larger scale. I have my own little nonprofit charity, but I would really want to guide and help people and lead people. I feel like I have a calling there. And
You don't feel it, you know it. You know it. You know
yeah,
it.
I definitely know it. You're right. I definitely know it. But I just feel like I felt like that was an avenue I could potentially pursue and probably be his helper and see where that goes. But with all this saga going on, I feel very suffocated. I had to turn all my socials to private. I
Mm.
had to get rid of my page that had over 100,000 followers. Thanks to her, I had to turn that page. I had to deactivate it
Wow.
and just follow people I know, my close friends, and have them follow me back, that kind of thing. Yeah, I just had to, kind of take the spotlight off a little bit so maybe she could find other sources of inspiration or something else like to do in her life. Like for my birthday, um I really wanted to get my dream car and he helped me get it. I haven't met this guy. He helped me get my
Hallelujah.
my dream car, and next thing she went and bought the same car.
Yeah, you need to get it.
It's
Well, order of
ridiculous.
protection. Order of protection. 100%. But you already know because you fast and stuff. You know that sometimes things look golden that are not, and that's how we can be deceived. It can look like our whole dreams are about to come true. And I don't know. I know God can give you everything all of a sudden, but I know also that He's not the author of confusion. So if you're, this stressed and confused, you got to see where the God is. And if He's God centered and if He's not reassuring you that this is okay, but you're playing the field. So, I mean, I don't blame you, but I know that if I feel like if God's hands are on something like a commitment, you should be like
Wondering.
talking to Him if you want that to be blessed. But I don't know it at all. I don't know
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you said it there, Peter. Like you're doing. You said you wanted to leave a impact, right?
Yes, that's
You
right.
wanted to, and you would love to do it on a larger scale, all of that. Um, but like, how do you, you know, Shawnee, you just said God is not the author of confusion, and maybe it's
Mhm.
just not the way that He wants you to go about leaving that impact. It's probably you growing your organization and doing the best that you can with it, making as much impact with your career and your nonprofit organization, all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
build it to a certain point. For whatever reason, maybe, who knows? I'm not saying it's not, but maybe that's not the plan, right? So, I mean, you
Correct.
gotta figure that out, but that there's two possibilities, and I just share another one. Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. I like what you said concerning, the aspect of God not being an author of confusion. Because all of this really doesn't make any sense to me, and I couldn't really sit well with the fact that they were on their live streams,
Hmm.
talking smack about me, and then
Oh, yeah,
her
that makes sense.
brother is in prison with, like, how can a president's son go to prison?
I don't know. Mhm.
Do you understand, like, what I'm getting at? Like, they
Yeah.
have so much diplomatic immunity because of
Yeah.
th-
I
their life
don't. You
story.
sound like you're no, you know all the language and the lingos and all of that. I don't, I'm just a
I don't know.
I'm
All of
just a
this is
chill
just
son.
so confusing. And is it a coincidence? I just cannot really understand how
Yeah.
all of this is playing. Like, you went and you got married, and like in their culture, when you get married, the husband pays what is known as like a bridal price, and
Oh,
her bridal
okay.
price was like $50,000.
Guys, stop connecting dots. Listen, chat. Y'all stop connecting dots, okay? Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like her bridal price was about $50,000, right? So my thing is like, how can a man spend that much and then marry you and then do the wedding ceremony and pay for that and fly in makeup artists and designers from a different country to take care of, the whole wedding and everything, for you to just break up with him 3 months later and get back to chasing
Yeah.
somebody that
I'm saying, guys, don't connect dots because she mentioned bride price and they were asking, "Oh, what country? What?" So that's anyways. Yeah, it don't make sense for real.
Yeah. I'm very confused, you guys. I do like this man. I'm not in love, and I'm not like, you know, obsessed or deep in it, or I can't live without him. No, I'm very much okay. My feet are on the ground. I'm seeing someone
Amen.
else. But I would like for it, God willingly, I would like for this to be my destiny. I would love
love this
Mhm.
to be
I
my
would say just
portion.
have him help you with whatever he can help you. If that's supposed to be your husband, with what you're doing right now, focus on all your stuff. Focus on your nonprofit getting bigger and bigger. You got more projects, you got more ideas. Can he fund that? And you just build yourself up while this is going on. Like, really use that resource. If he's supposed to be your husband, you need to use that resource while you're not with him, and he should want to support that 100%. And it'll help you not focus on all the drama, and you'll be doing your own thing, and you'll be excited, and you
Mhm.
know, like, you
Yeah.
use the tool without getting, because you had to zoom out. That's why I'm glad you did come on here, because you do got to zoom out sometimes, because you're so zoomed in and you're like, oh my God, this is so much and I want this. Just zoom all the way out. Like, another girl looks in. Look, you have a great resource of somebody who cares about you a lot and wants to marry you. But there's like a time in between, something's going on, you're not with each other yet. Use that resource, get with God, see what, He wants you to do with your nonprofit, and focus on your serving and
That's
see
right.
how that goes, because that should be smooth if that's your like partner. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know everything, but I would definitely use that
You make
resource.
sense.
Yeah.
You do make sense.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Any final words from you? Chill, or I mean,
I
how
would,
do you
well,
say
yes.
chilling? Chill.
What you? I'm not chilly. Um, my my final question. It's a question actually. I don't. Did I ask you what's your advice? Like, what advice would you give us tonight based on your whole experience?
What advice as far as what?
Based on your experience, what can you tell us tonight? Maybe someone is just looking for an advice, how to
Okay.
avoid the situation, maybe how to navigate, like how are you coping with it, like all of that, like whatever you want to say.
Um, okay, what really helps me stay grounded would be focusing on my purpose. I feel like when you focus on your purpose and your career and what you have going on, you don't really go into limerence. You don't really go into a state of constantly like
What's
thinking about this.
limerence? What's limerence?
Limerence is
Put him on game, girl. Put him on game,
yeah,
because
it's
he
like a
does this.
mind game
He
where you're
does
just
this for, like, this is his platform. I want to send you some videos too.
Oh
It
no, I
has to
know
do
this.
with
I know. I'm just
anxious
asking her
attachment.
for the viewers. I
Oh,
know
okay,
what
okay.
limerence is. Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah, so when you're in
I'm locked
limerence,
in.
it's like you're in constant, should I say, delusion, where you're constantly like
Fight or flight.
obsessing over somebody or just thinking about them and hoping and wishing things go how you plan them to go. And I feel like at times I go there. I'm a girl. I have feelings. I'm just a
It
girl.
says it's so
But
tempting, girl. You should not be hard on yourself. This is like crazy tempting. Like, if this isn't from God, like, girl, you is getting tempted with your biggest dreams. So
right,
just
correct.
know, yeah. I'm glad you're not going in limits, and I'm glad you know what that is. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
know
sure.
what helps a lot of people is to write signs, like make little signs, like in your desk area or your bathroom, and says like, I'm focused on my goal. Like, if you're going into limits, everything is fine. Like, just signs that tell you everything is okay, because you do get stuck in your head. So just like put reminders, like everything is okay. He's helping me with my purpose. That's all I'm focused on. Like, just some reminders.
Right. And also, I try not to dwell so much on the past events that have happened with these people, or past events that have to do with trauma, or anything that takes me back to who I'm not anymore. And I'm not so focused on the future of what my destiny would look like, what I would want for it to look like. I don't live in the future so much, so I forget what's going on right now. So, my advice to anybody watching who could be going to something similar, I hope nobody is truly, but like what helps me is to just stay in the now and make the most out of right now. And
I like
if
what you just said.
if he does notice me, he does. If he doesn't, I mean, it's okay. I'm not no pick me, but I mean, I honestly, I would like to be picked though.
Oftentimes we hear people say don't live in the past, but
Yeah.
it's interesting to hear someone actually saying don't dwell on the future too much. That's interesting.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of what I'm doing now at times is governed by where I wanted to go. You know, I want him,
Yes,
not
yes.
just him, but I want my future to be so noticeable to where, you know, it's manifesting that. Like, yeah, I should go that route. But sometimes I'm just like, nah, I should
You
just
can
learn
go that
already.
route, but you know when you start, you have a seed and it has to grow bigger and bigger. It doesn't just go to the big level. So
Mhm.
while you're, trying to figure out if that's your path, just keep growing and watering and learning everything you need to learn about business, about you know what you need to do. You know what
Yeah,
you need to
for
do.
sure.
I know it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Okay, I guess that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be in the comments, you know, chiming in and listening to the other viewers and the other the people on here, the other guests.
Let's see if we have. Do we have more? I hope. Oh, there's 5 more people to go through. Well, thank you for joining, Johnny.
Of course. Thank you for your platform. Thank you.
No worries. Take care, Paul.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So let's see if we can get another person. What am I saying? Let's see if we can get I'm gonna try this person. This person. Oh, she's actually what? Kudzai Kudzwa. Kuduzvia. Could Kuduza. Pronounce your name for us tonight.
Hi.
Hi, how do you pronounce your name?
My name is Kudzai. You can
Man.
pronounce it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I tried. Kudai. Okay. Welcome.
Yeah. So, yesterday my boyfriend broke up with me because I cheated back.
You didn't. Okay. All right, tell us about it.
I can clearly hear you, okay? Hello?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell us about it.
Okay. So we had been dating for like this year we're hitting 16 months, and last year in November I discovered that he had been cheating on me with this other girl who I who I thought was a friend, okay? A friend of his. And after that, I was like, you know what? I want us to fix this together. I really love you. I'm not yet ready for us to let go of all the things that we shared, the dreams that we had for each other, you know? And I told him that